kept on, you know. This place nurtures and grows you. It's been growing me and helping me and seeing me through everything. 4 years off of cigarettes, 14 years off of booze, 25 years off of heroin. What can I say?
Senator Dianne Feinstein.
After being born and raised in this city, I can't tell you what it's like to be away and be in a place that's not necessarily the real world. A place with a hard partisan edge, a lot of meanness, and as Harry Truman once said about Washington, if you want a friend, get a dog. And a lot of that is true. A lot of smart people go back there. A lot try to do many good things. But it's something else again when I come here. Because you see what real people are all about. You see the problems that real people have. You see what real people can do when they work together. You see people who are proud to stand up and say, yes, I had troubles, but I'm going to change. And you know when you're here that change is possible in the right way. And now there are 3 of us here this morning that have been lucky enough to call ourselves at one point in time or another mayor of this great city. And I think in so doing, you reach out to people, and it's very easy to see those who understand that life is all about giving. And life is all about putting your divot back. That's right. I don't think there are any 2 people in the city and county of San Francisco who have given more to others than Jan Mericatani and Cecil Williams.
I haven't spoken on this stage since 1989. I was thinking about that, and I want to tell you, I've been here since then, but haven't spoken on this stage, and I want to tell you what I was doing then. That was right after the earthquake. Cecil came to see me. The city obviously was in turmoil, and I was trying to calm things down, and he came to me. He says, Art, he says, you've got to come to the church and speak to the people. He said, they're upset. And I said, but, we've got the marina, they lost their homes, and the Richmond, and different parts of the city. He says, Art, the homeless have lost their homes also. And the poor have lost their homes. And I said, Cecil, you're absolutely right. I'll be there on Sunday. And I came and I talked about what Cecil had prodded me to speak about, that homeless people have homes, that low-income people certainly do, and they had been just as much the victims of the earthquake as any well-to-do and more highly publicized parts of the city. Cecil said that everyone has to have a stakehold in this city, that we are here today celebrating this housing and what will be going up next door. I'm very proud to be representing the President of the United States, who is the biggest contributor today, with the grant that came from the federal government, President Clinton and Secretary Cuomo, in what we begin to build today. Thank you very much.
I'm just delighted that in the 39 programs that are ongoing, and I know, Amy, you said the 40th is, Cecil Williams' house, that's true, but the 39 that are ongoing, I'm sure that Mayor Agnos and Mayor Feinstein would echo this. As we look at funding nonprofit organizations in this city to do the delivery system of social service, in most cases much better than the city can do itself. The standards for those programs on an effective dollar basis is Cecil's and Jan's operation at Glide. Whether it's dealing with crack cocaine, whether it's dealing with violence in families, whether it's dealing with the abuse of children, whether it's dealing with the needs of seniors, the standards that Glide set in these respective programs are no different from how they look at what happens in Mo's kitchen every day. They're just as meticulous, just as focused. Somebody said, Cecil is, he's one of those anal retentive types. Well, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Because that then means that the standard and each decision has the imprint of Cecil and Jan on each one of the issues. That's why Glide works. That's why this institution in the heart of the Tenderloin, that's why this institution, the most diverse in the city and county of San Francisco for religious purposes, there is no other place that has the width and breadth of God's children worshiping together with no recriminations, no need for separations, as Diane said, no walls, nothing. It's just all here. And it's because Jan and Cecil sincerely believe the service to people is the single most important thing that human beings can do for each other. And they inspire the rest of us. Thank you, Glide family.
Thank you, brother.